Hey guys, how's it going? So sadly, it seems Stevie T's channel has been, I guess you could say, quote-unquote, banned, right? Not really. I mean, his channel was hacked. YouTube is in the process of recovering it, and it is not here anymore. It's gone. So I just kind of wanted to show you guys this. He's totally gone. I did not unsubscribe from him. This is what happens if you search him. You can find, videos of him, but he's clearly gone. Now, I didn't know this because I don't use Instagram, really. I don't use it at all. In fact, the picture that's of me of Instagram is when I was like 17, I think. So, I don't care for Instagram at all. I think it's stupid. And that's how I just never found out about it. Nobody seems to have made a video, but a lot of people are searching for info. Okay? Obviously, his Instagram is the best way to find info, but I know a lot of people don't use Instagram. So, how many followers does he have on Instagram? Yeah, 236,000 followers out of like what? 2.4 million, I think? Something like that. So, there's that. It sucks, but it is what it is. They'll recover it. Used to the well, maybe he did. I don't know. YouTube could have gotten hacked. I wonder how it got hacked. He'll probably never release that information because then you could probably hack him pretty easy after that. I don't know. But a lot of people were coming to my videos, and I was like, "What the heck is causing this uptick in the views on here?" And they were going to my KDH videos, obviously. Now I have 2 KDH videos here. Did Stevie T break the law? This is the one that actually goes into it. But most people are commenting on this one because it has over 2,000 views. Look, I wanted to clarify, and I'm going to be reading some of the comments in here. There are some really, really stupid people that just side with KDH because they side with KDH. Because they're authoritarian pieces of garbage, and I'm going to actually call them out, and I'm going to show you them. But before I do that, I'm going to go into determining if your content is made for kids. I go over this in that video. I'm going to make this much shorter. Did Stevie T break the law? I go over this in that video. And literally, KDH completely disregarded this video, or this statement under here. He skipped over it because he wanted to form a narrative. He never went over general audience content because he wanted to be right. And that's a major problem. I see authoritarian kids like him all the time. And they want to form a narrative, and they don't cover everything because he desperately wanted Stevie T to be in the wrong. Now, there's a few things he points out. The bullying of the child. He didn't bully a child. He didn't sick his audience on the child and be like, go ruin this kid. As a matter of fact, that kid hasn't came out and ever said that Stevie T ruined them or anything. So who is KDH to be outraged for somebody who doesn't even claim that Stevie T ruined him? That's the thing. Making fun of Richard Benson. Oh, apparently making fun of people who do crazy stuff in the public eye is just frowned upon, right? How did he know, first of all? First of all, he made a video saying he didn't know that he was mentally ill. Okay? Now, you could sit there and say, well, there was all this evidence, and if he did any research, and he knew. Yeah, you could really read minds. I'm not interested in bad arguments like that. Maybe he did know. I'm never going to be able to definitively tell you that he knew. Come on. That's so ridiculous. This is what authoritarian people do. And this is why KDH's audience comes in and massively dislikes my videos, and they don't leave any comments because they have no arguments, except for a few set people that I will be pointing out. But they don't leave very many arguments, and they don't argue my points very well at all. In fact, they mostly fail to address any of my arguments. Now, general audience content is content that could appeal to everyone, including children, but isn't intended specifically for children. Now, you have to prove, like I said, you have to prove. This is how real court works. We're in freedom country. We're not in authoritarian Scotland, okay? That's not where we live. Stevie T lives in Canada. I live in the United States. We follow big boy country. Or we're in big boy country where we follow big boy laws. Not these little childish, authoritarian, Scottish-like, German-like, or, Chinese-like laws. Okay? Where they come down and crack down on you because they think that we're not big boys. You understand what I'm saying? As in, our government stays the hell out of our business for the most part. They don't try to read people's minds. They don't do stupid stuff like that. You have to prove he intended it to be for children. And using SpongeBob is not proof. Otherwise, you could say Pantera was marketing to children because Dime played a song for SpongeBob and was a big SpongeBob fan. I mean, good God, guys. It's ridiculous to go that far into it. To sit there and say he did violate COPPA. Well, he didn't, because right here it explicitly says, and I went over COPPA laws in that too, where COPPA said just because you have cartoons or video games in your content does not mean you're marketing to children. Marketing to children you have to go off of all this. How do I know if my content is made for kids? When deciding whether or not your channel is video made for kids, you should consider various factors, including subject matter of the video, educational content for preschoolers. He's obviously not doing that. Whether children are your intended audience, as enacted in your video metadata or the actual audience of the video. Doesn't do that in his metadata, doesn't do that in any way, shape, or form. Whether the video includes child actors or models. Okay, sometimes it did when he did a cover song of that Cars for Kids, but Cars for Kids isn't necessarily targeted towards kids. It's a charity targeted towards adults to give their cars for charity. So it is actually targeted towards adults. Whether the video includes characters, celebrities, toys, or that appeal to children, including animated characters or cartoon figures. It's in there, but we'll get to that in a minute. Whether the language of the video is intended for children to understand. There's a lot of bleep censored language, so I don't think so. And there's a lot of adult language in there, so no, that rules that out. Whether the video includes activities that appeal to children, such as play, acting, simple songs, or games, or early education. Yeah, because him shredding all over the guitar, super simple songs, stuff like that. Man, that Kitty H really should just sit there and practice guitar more instead of actually trying to put somebody down. You know what I mean? Probably feel a little better about himself. Whether the video includes songs, stories, poems for children. Any information you may have to help determine your video's audience, like empirical evidence of the video's audience. So, if you have like a 90% audience that is mainly children, which Stevie T does not have in any way, shape, or form. Whether the content is advertised to children. Never has advertised it to children. Obviously, because if you look at his advertisements, well, clearly not. Just because your content may include some of these factors does not automatically mean it's made for kids. He skipped that part. KDH skipped that statement. If you're going to cover any kind of terms of service, any kind of COPPA laws, anything at all. And keep in mind, KDH absolutely did a live stream where I chatted with him in the chat. I almost said the P word. He chickened out of doing a debate with me, even though he expected Stevie T. He expected him to make a comment, and he expected to interview him. He expected to interview Tony, which Tony graciously did, and destroyed him on those merits. I interviewed Tony as well in the, I should pull that one up too. I interview him. Tony's a great guy. Very calm, cool, collected. Very, very intelligent. Knows this stuff. He expected all of these responses. But when I call him out, he chickens out. Won't even do anything about it. The only thing he would say to me really in the comments that he made was that Stevie T for sure 100% violated the law. And he doesn't even understand the context of the law. He's not a lawyer. The law isn't black and white in the words, okay? The law is about the context of who did what to violate what and why they wrote the law, and that's what the law is covering. That's why you go to law school. They don't go to law school. Lawyers do not go to law school to memorize laws. They go to law school to learn how to read laws and research laws. That's the whole thing. You should carefully consider who you're trying to reach with your videos as you evaluate your content and the factors above. YouTube Analytics is not designed to help determine if your content is child-directed. You should use the factors outlined by the FTC. Okay? Videos that you set made for kids are more likely to be recommended alongside other kids' videos, which is why he doesn't do it. Check out our most frequently asked questions, blah, blah, blah. So, as a creator, know your videos, know your audience best, and it's your legal responsibility to comply with COPPA and other appreciable laws to designate your content accurately. Do not rely on our systems. Now, check this out. General audience content is content that could appeal to everyone. A DIY video teaching hobbies how to remake dolls or make clay figurines. Well, that sounds like a doll. Children, huh? Wow. A family vlog telling other parents about an amusement park visit. That's really, really weirdly specific. I don't know why they would do that. I've never seen videos even doing that. Okay. A video featured detailing instructions around creating mods or avatars. Again, could be targeted towards kids there, couldn't it? Animated content that appeals to everybody, you know. Exactly like SpongeBob. A gaming video that features adult humor. Well, he features adult humor in almost every single video he does. That's him doing that. So, how old is a kid, too? And the age of the United States is defined by anyone under the age of 13. So here's the funny thing about it, because KDH defined a kid as under the age of 18. That's not the definition of a kid. That's not what COPPA, the people who wrote COPPA and enforce COPPA, they do not determine that it's under 18. They determine it's under 13. Same with YouTube. So his whole thing, at a bare minimum, you could sit there and say he's targeting 13-year-olds. And guess what? He's allowed to, because he's not targeting to kids. He could target his audience specifically to only 13-year-olds. And guess what? It doesn't violate the law. Now, as for his BetterHelp thing, that's another one. I get where people are coming from. BetterHelp is a terrible company. They tricked a lot of people. Telling their people advertising them, telling a bunch of YouTubers and a bunch of people on Twitch and all that, that they had hired professionals. And apparently they do somewhat, but it's not always likely that you're going to get a professional on there. That's a problem. They didn't disclose that. That's not the YouTuber's fault. That's the company's fault. If I go around and I tell a YouTuber, I'm going to pay you $2,000 if you advertise me selling, selling these lamps right here. And I hand make them all. And it turns out I don't hand make them at all. I end up getting them from, I just get them from India. And I resell them at a higher price. And tell everyone it's handmade. That's not the YouTuber's fault. That's my fault. I'm the one committing fraud, not the YouTuber. The YouTuber is just accepting a paycheck. Now, should they be more responsible and try to source all of their people? Yeah, they should. Morally. But that's an opinion. And KDH sure as hell had a lot of opinions. I can't believe I have to do another video again because people are too stupid to actually do research for themselves. They sit there and they look at KDH's one-sided video and they don't bother pulling up any of this stuff that I'm reading right here. Actually, it probably would have been better if I had moved myself over like this for everyone to see. But it doesn't matter. You could see support.google.com, YouTube answer, blah, blah, blah. How do I know my... Yeah, well, you see the link here. It's not hard to find this page. Just type in YouTube. What did I type in the search bar? Shoot. YouTube COPPA. That's it. Just type that in. Go down to where you actually find a support Google link and click it. And you're right there. So that's the whole point. The BetterHelp thing, Stevie was not at fault for that at the time. Now, do I think Stevie should probably make some sort of statement saying, hey, yeah, this company is a little scummy or something? Maybe he should. But you know what? Again, morals. Now, a lot of people sit there and say that Stevie T said it wasn't an ad. He never said that. He said this wasn't a shameless plug. Go rewatch his video and tell me he doesn't say that word for word. This is not some sort of shameless plug, I promise. I actually use this app. Now, prove he doesn't use the app, though. Maybe he does, maybe he doesn't. Maybe he was lying, and if he was lying, he should come out and apologize. But I can't tell if he was lying or not. I don't know. I've never seen his account on there. I've never downloaded the app. I'm not going to look either, because I don't care. I really don't. I've already given my opinion on it that if he was lying, yeah, he probably should apologize. But are we really going to sit there and tear apart a person for possibly making one mistake where he may have lied about using the app? I could care less because it's not illegal to lie. It is illegal to not disclose an advertisement, and I think he did a fine job of disclosing an advertisement because I knew it was an advertisement. And you're going to have to prove that you didn't know it was an advertisement. Oh, you can't, can you? Because guess what? Whenever you make the comment he failed to disclose it was an advertisement, how do you know it was an advertisement then? How do you know? It's amazing, right? You do know it's an advertisement. Why is it that you know it's an advertisement? Because he makes it clear that it is an advertisement. You know from the get-go. You cannot sit there and tell me that when you watch the video, there's not one person who watched that video and said, I didn't know this was an advertisement. Find them. Show me them. Again, something when you go to court, that's what you have to do. That's your responsibility. If you are not able to take him to court and prove that he didn't intend for that to be a sponsorship, then you're in the wrong. That's how court works. It's called innocent until proven guilty. And KDH has a real problem with that. Okay? I don't want to make another video. I don't want to make another video about this again, so stop with the stupid comments on it. Get off your ass. Do a little bit of research. I'm not linking everything for you. If you comment on this video asking for more information and stuff, like, all there, right over there, right there, okay? Look it up. If you want a better screen of it or something, look it up. Do a little bit yourself. Research COPPA law. It's all right there. And learn how to prove without a shadow of a doubt that Stevie T did anything wrong. I don't want to hear your stupid opinions. I don't want to hear that you can read his mind and you know what he was thinking and you know what he was doing because you're full of shit. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, and share, and I'll see you all in the next one. Later.